Well, hello and welcome back to Indoor Cat. I am Kat. So I have been wanting to do an updated apartment tour, an official apartment tour for a long time now, and I'm like, what is stopping me? I realize there are a couple areas of my apartment that I just feel aren't finished yet. The first one being my entryway, which will be kind of a bigger project to tackle. And the other space is this loft bedroom, which I love. I'm up here all the time. It's where I sleep. It's where I work. A lot of times Mochi and I will just kind of be perched up here looking over our kingdom. So overall, I love this space. There are some little areas that keep it from feeling tour worthy, I guess. This is the other half of the loft where I have my work desk. So I would like to get this a little bit more tidied up and pretty looking. That's all I can say. I am also going to replace my chair. It's a good chair, it's just lost its cushion, it's a little uncomfortable. And then one thing is this like mesh fabric always really irritated my elbows. So for a couple different reasons, I am upgrading my chair, waiting for the new one to arrive. It is a crisscross style that is very trendy apparently, and I'm excited. So unfortunately, the brick wall behind my bed doesn't have an outlet or anything. So if I want to have a little reading light or a lamp here, the plug is all the way over here. So this is a tripping hazard. I don't love it. I unplug it when I'm not using it, but it's not great. I think we can come up with a better solution. And what better solution than sconces? So my newest obsession is putting up battery-operated sconces. I did one set above the fireplace in a beautiful olive green, and I got the same kind in this beautiful light amber color. They come with these rechargeable light bulbs and a remote like that, and you can choose from all the different colors like green or purple. Whoa. And then yeah, you have a little USB cord, charge it, and it's good to go. So I thought they could go on either side of the bed here, and maybe I could get a very simple painting, and then a headboard, which I already bought and I haven't tried it out yet. Don't be frightened. Behold, my messy closet. So yes, I, like most people, have a messy closet. It kind of reminds me of that Friends episode where Monica has her hall closet where she stuffs everything even though she's super clean.
You're messy.
So yeah, this is kind of my Monica closet. It used to be where I kept my clothes until the moth incident. That was a year ago now. But basically, I had a moth infestation in this closet from a rug that I wasn't using, and I just rolled it up and threw it in here. Bad idea. I threw out the rug, I washed everything, steamed it, and now it's all in protective bags, and I have not seen a moth in like a year. So that's great. But this just kind of became a storage dumping ground, just stuff that could be organized a little better. So that is also gonna be on my list to do while I'm up here. See, not so scary. It was a beautiful day and time to get my bedroom makeover underway. I decided to start with my headboard since it had been delivered a couple days earlier, but there was only one problem. I hated it. I can't quite put my finger on why I don't like it. I think it's just too dark for the vibe I have going on here. And then, and then the sconces are gonna be this lighter color. It just kind of looks off to me, which is a bummer because I hate returning things. And thus, my friends, begins the saga of the headboard. Okay, maybe it's not a saga per se, but you know how I like to be dramatic with the little details of my life, so please indulge me. By the way, Mochi's right here. If you're a good girl, you might get a treat. Just one. Just one for one cute kitty cat. Good girl, honey. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. So, as you can see, I immediately did not like the headboard at all. And it kind of surprised me because I did a lot of research on it and looked at a ton of review photos before purchasing. But for whatever reason, I just wanted it gone. It was like, big mistake, nope. So I contacted the seller and asked them about their return process. And they said as long as I hadn't like installed it with the screws and everything and had all the original packaging, that I could send it back for a full refund as long as I cover the cost of shipping back. That's very important. And they said it shouldn't be more than $30. I was like, all right. I take it down from the loft, pack it up, take it down 5 flights of stairs, and schlep it on over to UPS. As soon as I walk in, the woman working the counter, she says, "You know that's going to be expensive, right?" And I was like, more than $30 expensive? She measures it, weighs it. She's like, yeah, try $175. $175 just to ship it back, and the headboard itself was $99. So I carried it back from UPS up 5 flights of stairs back to my apartment. I wrote the seller and I was like, hey, so it's going to be way more than $30. What do you suggest I do now? And they were like, oh no. In that case, may we suggest you keep it? And so I did. I kept it and it's up in the loft right now. Do you want to go see? Of course you want to see. After that riveting tale, ta-da! Headboard is back. So, plot twist, Jeff came over and he loved the headboard like so much, and he convinced me to bring it back up here and install it properly. Now, I don't mind it so much. I think it needed a little styling help. So I switched around the pillows and I brought this one up from the living room. And then I brought these prints in that I had over my dresser before. And now I really like how everything's tying together, like the red of the flower, the red of the pillow. And then even like the dark green trim in the print itself, I think really helps ground the darker bronze of the headboard itself. Does it sound like I know what I'm talking about? Don't answer that. Notice anything else different? It's my chair. So when Jeff was here, my new chair came and we had fun setting it up together. Wow.
It's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be very nice. Aha. Okay, we're on. Is that it? That's the only thing that attaches?
I think so.
Goodbye, old chair. Thank you for your service.
I was gonna say, do you want to get like a, you know, food?
It was so soft on my elbows.
Yeah?
That feels nice.
Oh.
Yeah, soft. I just love it so much. It is so comfortable and soft, but still supportive. And I mean, could you have found a chair that goes better with my color scheme? I don't even know, how did I find this? And I was trying to think of what I might do to my actual desk, because I really like it when desks look cute with a little pencil holder and maybe a plant. But at the same time, when I'm working, I usually have 2 laptops out. I don't want too much more stuff because I kind of like to spread out, and feel like I can move things around if I need to. So even though it's less cute, I think I'm going to leave my desk pretty simple. I also bought a new power strip, and I can replace the one down there that's kind of doesn't have enough outlets and always looks a little messy, so I plan to make that a bit tidier. Another thing we did was hang up these prints that I had been wanting to get on the wall since my wall art decorating video, and we needed the drill because it was just, this wall in particular is so tough, and even with an electric drill it took a while. Sorry I didn't film it. It was just not even cute. It's too much work. So this floor lamp that I had originally by my desk just kind of didn't fit anymore because now I'm covering up one of the ladies, So that's gonna go downstairs. I have a cute place for it, but I still need some sort of light source up here, so that got me thinking, what about this one, the teal. Wow, I feel like Vanna White. It's not that bad. I do like it. I'm just wondering if I could find a better fit. Let me try out a couple different lamps and see, because I have endless lamps. Let's call it a lamp fashion show. Is that a thing? Okay, first up, as you saw, we have this tall teal beauty. She's not totally out of the running because you gotta admit, this color perfectly matches the birds in the painting, but she also blocks one of them with her glorious height, which is something to consider. Next, say hello to Ruby Baby. Isn't she darling? Once I saw her at the flea market, I knew we belonged together. And when lit, she casts this beautiful red glow. But will it be enough to light my desk area? Tough call, Ruby Baby. Next up, we have our Goldie girl. Like a ray of sunshine, she brightens up any room she's in. And the silhouette of her shade is just Oh, I forgot I did this. Sorry. Yeah, I think we need to wrap this up. Last but not least, we have Bluebell. Maybe the most perfect mid-century modern lamp to ever exist, and she's not even vintage. I got her at Urban Outfitters years ago. Shh, don't tell. But she's definitely a contender. You know I love you all. In different ways. For different things. Unable to choose a favorite among my children, I called in for backup. Okay, so of all the lamps, which one was your favorite?
Oh, the yellow, definitely.
The yellow?
Yeah, I also just thought, like, the height of it, like, I feel like it's, like, heartbreaking not to see the second birdie. Like, I think it's okay to obstruct part of it, but it looks like it's a mistake when it's blocking the actual bird.
I think let's go with the yellow.
Okay, let me try it out. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, honey.
All right, love you.
Love you too. Bye. Well, you heard the man. He loves the yellow. And you know what? I think he's right. I like it too. And then I think the little red one can go here. But yeah, since I took the prints off this wall and over the bed, this is looking, it could look better, let's just say. So I think maybe I could go hunt for another piece of art that would look nice here. Just adding that to the to-do list. After that, it was time to tackle the messy closet, which had become a scary graveyard of loose items. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a crisis here. I bought a pack of 4 of rubber, like the huge Rubbermaid storage containers. By the way, it was my first time in my adult life ordering these large Rubbermaid storage containers that I feel like come for us at one point or another, and it sent me in a bit of an existential crisis. They're already almost all full. Like, I made one for all my bedding, one with like stuff for when a guest comes and stays, like air mattress and like the guest bedding and stuff. Sorry, it's just like overwhelming. I have all my holiday stuff, my witch hat, my garland and stuff. Like, it's fun stuff. And then I have not one, but 2 vintage prop phones. Hello. I think what's happening is I'm shocked by how quickly I've filled up Rubbermaid bins. I think these are like 20 gallons. Ow. This doesn't fit. God damn it. Just to be clear, I don't think I own that much stuff. It's just more than I've ever owned in my entire life, which threw me for a loop. For context, I moved to New York with 2 suitcases 5-ish years ago, and it just amazes me how fast things accumulate. Okay, here is the closet now. Everything in here I need. I have something for guest bedding, and a spare duvet, Mochi's carrier, extra boxes, this fan that is going to be very handy during the summer. Well, everything is up and off the floor, so that's an improvement. And we'll call that a win for today. I think in some weird way I found a sense of safety in not having a lot of stuff. When you think about it, the more you have to lose. And it was comforting to think I could just tiptoe out of any situation without a lot of fanfare. And now with every closet filled and sconce installed, it shows I'm really doubling down on my life here. And that can be a little scary sometimes.
Ma guardate, ma non giù, su, guardate su, hey! Why do you make me wait? Come on, hey! How?
I can't do that.
Why not?
I'm in love with you.
Snap out of it!
So, I didn't tell you yet, but we need this on a more flattering color. Hold on. That's better. I have been rethinking the sconces. I know. And I love them, but I have a fear that it's gonna be too busy up here with the headboard and the prints. I'm also getting 2 nightstands. Did I not? I don't think I told you that yet. I'm getting 2 nightstands. I was thinking I could put lamps on each, like I have over here. And the only reason I thought I couldn't do that was because I didn't have an outlet. But Hello, the light bulbs, the rechargeable light bulbs can go in any lamp, not just sconces. It took me a minute to realize that, but yeah, these can screw into any lamp. So that's kind of what I have going on with this one. Hold on, she's not even plugged in. This is just all battery operated lights happening. So once I realized that, it was kind of like, whoa, it opened up a whole new realm of possibility. Like, do I want more lamps on either side of the bed? I do like the sconces, and they wouldn't go to waste. I would use them possibly in the entryway. They would go somewhere. I'm gonna think on it and not make any decisions this late at night. That sounds smart. Legs inside. Oh, it's very pretty. Very nice. People did say that they would kind of smell, so yay. I purposefully bought 2 of these that were just narrow and on the smaller side because it is a little, you know, it's tight quarters up there and I have to be able to open my closet door. So I think this will work. Let me set up the first one and put it up there. All 4 legs secured. Let's take her up to the loft, shall we? I just hope it's not going to be ridiculously small. Please be okay. It is small, but I think anything bigger would have been too much here. It's got this nice little drawer. Oh, there's stuff in here. What? Okay, second one is now set up. And one more exciting thing to unbox is a little lamp. I believe they're kind of known as kitchen lamps because they look really cute on your countertop. If you didn't know, I need more lamps in this apartment. I can tell it's gonna be a cute one. I'm hiding the cord since we don't need it. It can be tucked behind there. Oh, that's pretty. What do we think? Let's turn out the nasty overhead light. Sorry, a nasty overhead light. Ooh. Ah, that's very nice. It's so cozy. So I think stuff left to do is figure out what to do with my dresser area, if anything at all. Like, I know I want this to be done and look good and like have the video out, but the truth is that when you do it, you know, any sort of decorating in your home, it takes time to find the right thing and curate all the right pieces. And it's just like, I don't want to just get anything to fill the space in because I'm in a rush. Like, I'm not in a rush. So I'm gonna think a bit on it and what I want to do there. Might be my new favorite lamp. Don't tell the others. Everything seemed to be going well. I had a new lamp set up I loved, and my loft makeover was nearly complete, or so I thought. Because in the bright light of morning, I realized something's not right. I couldn't quite explain why, but I knew desperate measures had to be taken. Hello, I'd like to place a lamp order. And quick! And look, am I proud that I ordered more lamps on the internet? No, of course not. Am I a little ashamed of myself? Possibly. But you know when you just want something to be done and look the way you want it? And that required this matching set of table lamps. Luckily, I love them so much. I love the height. I love the symmetry they add. Honestly, not bad for a last-minute impulse buy. Which brings us here, my friends, to the reveal. Ta-da! We have our finished look. I really like how it came together. I do feel like I need to just live with it for a bit and make sure everything's feeling right. As you saw, I went back and forth a lot with what I wanted to do with the lighting situation by the bed. Do I want the sconces? Do I want table lamps? Do I want matching table lamps? So I finally did land on this matching set of table lamps. I love the warm color and it just makes it feel really cozy in here. The sconces are not totally off the table. Like, I could find another place for these lamps. The sconces are just much more of a permanent installation. Like, not permanent, but like it requires some intense drilling into the wall, and I just didn't want to do that until I knew for sure. So I'm going with the lamps for now and seeing how I like those first. All right, so this is how the dresser area came together. As you see, I did not find the perfect art print for the wall. I'm still keeping my eyes peeled at flea markets and thrift stores. But like I said, I don't want to just rush and get something that I don't really love. But in the meantime, I did just style it with some pieces I had around the house. I have a little faux pathos, this antique box, and then of course, Ruby Baby. So pretty. And then of course I have my desk area, which I think is my favorite part of the whole makeover. I have had some really busy weeks at work lately, and being able to sit on a really nice comfy chair in a serene desk not filled with a bunch of stuff just feels so much better and has really helped me get through the days. I did bring over this lamp that I had on the nightstand previously. I think it's great on the desk. It just gives me that extra light if I need it. Actually, all the lamps have a perfect spot right now. The kitchen lamp looks adorable in my kitchen. I'm obsessed with it there. It's so cute. I don't know. I can always change things around. It's like a game of musical lamps in this house at all times, but at the moment, I'm really liking everything where it is. Another thing I did was swap out my power strip and put in a new one, and then I put it in this like box that kind of conceals the messiness. I still have a bit of a tangle of wires coming out leading up to my desk. So I think I might get some ties or something just to make that extra tidier if I really want to go extra Virgo and not have any messy cords. I'm still in the chair, never getting up. But overall, I would call this a win. I really love how the space came together. It just feels like cozy and intentional. If you had any other ideas or suggestions, if you feel very strongly about sconces, please let me know. I'm always doing touch-ups and making adjustments. But with that, I'm gonna close out the video. If you liked it, please give it a little thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mochi, you want dinner? I think that's a yes.